Woo! I just had a card fly out. We have the Five of Swords. Welcome back to all of my Taurus friends out there. My name's Emily. This is Pulse of the Cosmos. I'm going to go ahead and read this because it came flying. My Taurians out there, we have had the Five of Swords shootout. So it looks like there's going to be some kind of loss coming up for you guys, some kind of defeat, or maybe some of you guys might be undergoing some kind of manipulation by another person at this point who thinks they're getting away with something, but you have the intuitive response of knowing that there's something wrong with that situation. That's what I'm getting from this card for my Taurus friends. I just wanted to read that real quick while it flew out, but we are going to get into, I'm going to pull Knight of Cups. So this person is coming across as very dreamy and very mystical, and maybe like some kind of savior in some way to you emotionally. But there's manipulation attached to that. There's manipulation attached to that that's going to leave you at a loss if you ignore it. So there's something in your gut, there's something in your intuition telling you that something is wrong between you and another person, a situation, a project. I'm seeing maybe a romantic relationship for some of you guys, but there's something amiss. There's something amiss there. So unpack that a little bit for you guys. I'm going to pull another card for this. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be moving into safer waters. We've pulled the Six of Swords here. So losing this battle, because that's what this is, this Five of Swords. Losing this battle, or losing this person, or losing this situation, or coming to terms with the reality that this mysticality is actually manipulation, is going to, you're going to be in rough waters, but moving through into safe waters should you make the decision to be this person. These people have not, there's no blood on the ground. This is not a war scene. This person walked away. This person looked at this asshole and was like, we don't want anything to do with you anymore. Bye. So I'm seeing for a lot of my Taurians out there, we do have Neptune over there in your 11th house, which does pose the question of, are you connecting with the right people in your life, right? Or is there some lies and some deception and some manipulation? Are the people around you, are your societal groups, are your friends, are your connections? Is there something amiss there? Is there someone involved in your life that you're feeling like you are being a little bit gaslighted by or manipulated by? Because now's the time to drop the sword and walk away from that battle. It's not as dreamy as it looks. It's presenting this way, but this seems to be the action that y'all are encouraged, for whoever this is speaking to walk into, to just drop the sword and walk away. It's not worth the fight. And by doing that, you are going to be moving into this Six of Swords space, where you're moving out of these rougher waters and into some calmer waters. And this is a video about the new moon happening in Gemini on Friday, May 22nd of 2020. So for you guys, this is a new moon happening in Gemini in your second house, which deals with things to do with your self-worth and your self-value. And in Gemini, it's about who's connecting with that. Who's connecting with your worth, and who's connecting with your values. Or maybe some of you guys are involved in a toxic situation, or a situation where your worth is not being recognized, where your worth is not being valued. And with Mercury conjunct Venus joining this new moon over there, this can be a really great opportunity for you to speak up and speak your truth and communicate your needs and your desires and what you want and what your values are and what your boundaries are and what you want out of this life. and see what the responses are with that. Because by doing that, you are going to be moving into calmer waters and out of maybe this kind of frantic kind of staccato trying to figure everything out right now. We do have so there's that. I'll pull a general overall card at the end for the new moon reading as well, but that just flew out, so I had to get into that for you guys. I couldn't ignore. But this new moon, so whatever this connection is that is going to be a loss for you guys, this new moon is bringing in new connections and new stimulations and new people and new ideas and kind of new environments that are more connected with your values. But it's going to be kind of like up to you to explore those kind of curiously and without getting attached to it in any way, form, or another. Just kind of looking at your perspective and shifting it and exploring curiously and seeing what's stimulating to you there. We do have this new moon in Gemini in your second house. Could have something to do with your career or with your job or with your finances. Is the career that you have really connected to what you want out of this life? Are you satiated there? Are you feeling valued there? Are you feeling like you are earning what you deserve there? Do you crave something different? Do you crave something new? Do you crave something more exciting? We do have, this is all going to be in trine. Oh, this new moon is going to be trining over to Saturn over there in your 10th house. So this is a very kind of grounding and stabilizing force for you guys. So these new kind of connections that are coming into your life, these new things that you're finding kind of stimulating and interesting, and like environments that you'd like to explore that seem like they're connecting with your values, those are going to play out over time as being integral into some of your long-term goals and your long-term visions for yourself. And 10th house does have to do with careers. So this may be kind of exploring a new career or a different avenue in a career that you're in, or kind of looking to ways to elevate yourself to a new level. If you love your career, maybe kind of climbing the ladder a little bit forward, maybe connecting with something new that's going to help elevate you there. But again, with we do have Mercury conjunct Venus, which is going to be also squared over to Neptune, right? So Neptune, like I mentioned, is over there in your 11th house. So it is going to be really important, especially with Venus retrograde, having kind of people come into your life from the past. That people could come up from your past, that it's a whole fresh perspective, and it's a fresh take, and it's stimulating, and it seems like something curious that you'd like to explore. But also with that Neptunian influence, you have to be cautious of some of these things and situations and people coming up from the past that are presented there as almost a test of some sort to see, are you going to engage with this pattern again that isn't leading you to the place that you want, or are you going to wash this out and let this go and kind of flow into a new direction of your life? I think that the question on a lot of my Taurian minds out there is kind of, all right, my long-term goals, my long-term visions, where do I see myself 10 years from now? What kind of dynasty do I want to leave for myself? Am I really down to be doing what I'm doing now 10 years from now? Is there something else that I could be investing my energy in as a way to make money? Is there something else that I'd be more passionate about as a way to make a career for myself? These are a lot of the questions on the mind for some of my Taurians out there. But this new moon is about starting a new cycle and setting some new intentions, about exploring some of those maybe side curiosities that you have, or maybe looking at things from a different perspective, or maybe seeing some different angles or options for yourself and seeing kind of the possibilities that lay ahead for you. There's a lot of opportunity to be seized for my Taurians out there, a lot of opportunity, and it does have to do with second house, with finances and with your money. So there's a lot to be taken for you guys there. I'm going to pull one more card overall for this new moon for you guys. Interesting start to this video. Okay. Yes, we pulled the 10 of Cups. What a beautiful, beautiful card. This is one of the best cards to pull in the deck. This is complete emotional satiation. This is complete abundance of having everything that you could want. You can see it's 10 cups worth of emotion and a rainbow with a family and having property and kids and having everything that you want in this life. So some of these new connections and these new stimulations and these new things that are revealing themselves in your life is maybe more aligned with your values, Taurus, that you're questioning whether or not you should maybe explore. You should, because on the other side of some of these kind of new opportunities being revealed to you is that complete emotional satiation that you've been looking for, is that complete fulfillment of worth and feeling value and purposeful and all of those things that I know that you've been seeking. So this is a beautiful card to get at the end of all this. I know it seems like we're moving out of rougher waters, and maybe there's some kind of confrontation that you're going to need to walk away from and remove yourself from the delusion of. But overall, this is very positive. Should you guys make the choice to kind of get out there and explore these new spaces and new environments that are connecting with your worth. But in any case, I love you all so, so much, Taurus. And until next time.